further down to get.
Hi guys, Blake here today with the Lilleys Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo in Branson, Missouri. It is the 27th of March on a Monday, and this is going to be the one cast today. So, my turn. I haven't been up to the dam since they opened the all 10 here, and I'm going to try a variety of things today. I've gotten reports from a different number of people today, but Captain Dwayne Doty, Steve Dickey, Tony Weldeley, all said scuds and eggs, as well as Captain Jeremy Rasnick. Said the scuds and eggs were working the best, dragging on the bottom. Captain Tony had a picture of a shad that he found floating in the water, and I talked to Captain Brett Rader, who said he even saw a few shad floating down the lake by Short Creek. So there might be some threadfin shad coming through, but in normal fashion for me, I'm going to start off spot locked over here in the south hand corner below the dam, and I'm going to try throwing a jerkbait right here while we're spot locked, just a couple casts worth. And I think we'll work a white jig down to the island, and then I'm going to turn the camera off and go down to Trophy Run to drag scuds and eggs. And I totally forgot to show you the jerkbait I was using. This is the Signature Series 110+1 in the Jedi pattern. Nothing officially on the first cast. When all 10 gates are open like this, there's always the possibility of some of those other species coming through, and this little eddy spot over here is one of those places they'll come and set, so take the chance of catching a smallmouth or a largemouth or a white bass or a walleye. As well as trout. Last cast with the jerkbait. It's always worth a try, but I'm not going to waste too much time on it today. So I've got the 1/8 ounce white jig with a red collar on 2-pound line, and we're going to drift down a little bit. This 10 gates does mean 20,000 cubic feet per second. So you do have to let that 1/8 ounce jig really get down there, and I'm not giving it a whole lot of action. Tony was telling me that the water up on the surface of Table Rock is now 50 degrees. So ideally this water over here on this west side, or south side, sorry, should roughly be about that 50-degree mark. And we're getting ready to roll past the island. I'm going to shut the camera off and work my way down to Trophy Run, because I've gotten good reports of Trophy Run, and then down below Andes of the scud and egg bite being a little bit better down there than it has been up here, at least today for sure. Might take one cast in the eddy behind the island here before I shut the camera off though. I'd still say we haven't gotten a really good push of shad yet though. We're only seeing a few here and there. When they really come through, there'll be lines of shad drifting through the water. I'll be back. See if we can change our luck a little bit lower. We have officially made it to the beginning of trophy run, and we are gonna drag an egg. And that is a size 12 Peppy Gray scud. Got that on 4-pound leader line with about 2 foot or so in between each fly. I've got my barrel swivel size 12 with my sliding snap swivel size 12 and a 1/4 ounce weight. That was a terrible cast. I tried fishing the white jig the rest of the way down there, and no success whatsoever. And I talked to Captain B. He was fishing a white jig as well. He said about 30 minutes ago they saw a couple shad on the surface, and they zoomed up here and caught 4 nice fish immediately, and they have not had a bite on the white jig since then either. So very hit and miss. Like I said, need some more shad to come through in bigger numbers there. I haven't quite found the bounce I want on the bottom yet. I haven't really felt it too much. I believe this 1/4 ounce should still be what we're looking for in terms of weight. There we go. And this fish took the egg pattern. Got my weight all tangled up here. Ideally, we want that to be sliding. I'm really not sure how they accomplish things like this. I think these geese think I'm going to feed them. They're swimming right up to the nose of my boat. All right. Wasn't quite entirely sure if I was going to get that one undone, but we got it. Captain Tony told me that his better bite was from about here down to the Narrows this morning. Yeah! Captain Dwayne Doty, everybody. Thanks. Looks like Dwayne isn't going all the way up either. He seems to be starting at about the trophy run area and working his way down, so I'd say there is something to the bite being better a little bit lower. I remember last year when they were running 20,000 that below Andes, the entire inside bank down, and I mean very tight to the inside, we were drifting scuds, almost casting it up on the bank. And there seemed to be a lot of fish holding in there because the water was much slower. So that might be worth noting as well. I forgot to mention that Captain Raider told me he was goofing around after he dropped his trip off, and he started his drift at the River Bluff Estates boat ramp with a size 16 gray soft shell scud, which is a version of a scud that he ties himself. And his first fish was a 22.5 inch brown on the size 16 scud. So that's interesting to note. I didn't bring any with me today to try, but I have to imagine that dragging the littler stick baits on a drift rig probably worth at least giving a try if you're going to be up here in the next few days. I'm taking an old friend out fishing tomorrow. We might give that a try and give you a report back. Now dropping below Andy Williams's. I think I'm gonna reel this in. We're gonna check, make sure we don't have any crud on the flies. We did drift through a patch there by the side of Point Royale that was kind of junk in the water. A little bit on the egg, a little bit on the scud, so just a bit. You don't get a bite every once in a while. You gotta stop and check that. I'm glad I pulled on that because my top knot just came undone. That may not have caught another fish. But instead of redoing that, we're just going to pick up another rod. This one has two scuds, size 12 tan with some flash in it, and a size 12 crystal gray. There we go. And he took the size 12 crystal gray. Man, he may have really ate that thing. Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, it's about halfway down his mouth. He was attempting to eat it all. There we go. Alright, we'll do one more cast. We're right here coming up on the golf course, coming down the inside edge. We'll go ahead and try that trick from last year. And we'll run the very inside edge and see if we get a bite. The wind is almost slowing the boat down too much right now. Okay, well, I think we'll call it a day. I just wanted to try this inside edge real quick, but we thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll be back out to do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys.